before I head to the park up for the night at the rest area in New Jersey, I'm going to go visit my dad's grave. And he's in a Belarusian or some sort of Eastern European cemetery where everybody's got at least 3 Z's, a W, X, and a C, and a K, and an I in their name, but not us. Ours is Hungarian. But yeah, it's right over here. I think my dad is further down. But yeah, it's like Grabowski, Rozak, Zazak, Grodzian. I can't pronounce any of these names, but anyway. Yeah, so he's down a little bit further. He's over here. So we got Stankiewicz, Dobrzinski, Zosonsra, Jasionowski. We have a Lepowski, a Nowak, a Ratowski, Infacino, Otrasowski. Yeah, it is all Eastern European in here. So let's go find my dad. He is over there. Let me go find him. Podespinski, Romatowski, Andrisiak, Orestowski. Yeah, we're like Hungarian, Lithuanian. What are we? Hungarian, Lithuanian, Russian, Ukrainian, Polish, 20% Anatolian Turkish. I don't know, I think that's from my mom's side. But yeah, I think Dad's down here. I'm really like, there's only 2 graves I'll ever visit, Tim and my dad. Other than that, he is down here somewhere. Where are you, Dad? And I didn't get much time with him. He left when I was about 9, and then he died when I was 23. So I know I drove past it last time I was here. And he's buried with his stillborn brother and my grandmother. Where the hell is he? All right, let me look at the pictures from last time so I can figure out where he is. All right, I found Dad. There he is. He would have been 81 today. Today's his birthday. That's nuts. It's sad, you know, it just, it's only the second time since 2002 that I visited his grave, and it's actually getting quite dark, but yeah, Paulakonis is his, so his uncle, like his mom, my grandmother, that was her maiden name. And so she died in 2004, and then Eugene, I guess that was my dad's stillborn brother. So yeah, I've only got one, I don't have any living aunts and uncles. Well, I have one aunt, I think, who's still living. And my mom's sisters both died. So yeah, so there it is. There's my dad. As much as everyone has very unpronounceable names, this cemetery actually doesn't weird me out. Most of them do, but this one is very, very well done. It's really, really nice. It's completely accessible, and we're right by this little sidewalk, so it's very easy for me to go see him. But yeah, my dad. I don't know. You know, it's just weird. Like, van life is not just, you know, going on an endless vacation. I mean, it gives the opportunity to be able to go places that I generally wouldn't go or couldn't go. I mean, obviously I could probably find a way to get here, rent a car and fly in and stuff, but the fact that I was just in New York today, I'm also in a flight path, but the fact that I was in New York today and I can just drive 30 minutes and go see my dad, you know, because I can, and then I don't have to worry about getting back to a hotel or returning a rental car, and just keep going to where I need to go next. But I need to come back more often. You know, this is kind of the reunion year. I've met up with so many people I haven't seen in, you know, decades. Well, at least 2 decades at the most. So yeah, so this has been just completely just reuniting with people this whole year, and reminds me that I need to make more time and itineraries and effort to see people more often, and not just social media. But yeah. All right, Dad. There's a little sunset for you. I don't know. I went to the 9/11 memorial today, and I got really emotional. I don't know why. I didn't know anybody right? But like, I just got really emotional for everyone that lost someone, you know, because it's like my dad's birthday. He's not here, and I kind of wish, you know, that it would be nice, you know, to have that, you know, relationship, especially with my daughter. Since her other grandfather, thankfully he died, one-way ticket south, but you know, he wasn't a very nice person, and my dad was, and I would rather have my dad for grandpa than the other person. You know, that's a whole different situation. But anyway, here's the sunset. All right, I'll see you again, Dad. Aw. Okay, tonight's humble abode is the Molly Pitcher safety rest area, so service plazas they call them here. So in New Jersey you can sleep in your car and they don't care. Delaware and Maryland, no, you're not allowed to sleep in the rest areas, but the rest areas are open 24 hours and you can stay there for 24 hours, but you're not allowed to sleep apparently, so I don't know what that's about. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna end up staying at New Jersey rest areas for the next like couple days until I fly home from Baltimore. So now cars, trucks, buses, trailers, I get to go in the car section, which is fantastic, and I would like a hot chocolate. So that is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go to bed. I'm very tired, a little emotional from seeing my dad. Okay, so the signs say no idling and 2-hour parking at all times, so I guess you can't stay here overnight. So I'm going to have to find somewhere to park up because apparently I can't stay here, so that sucks. If anything, I can just go back into town and just park on the street. So I don't know, I'll figure it out. It's still early, it's only 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna get a hot chocolate or something, or some food. I'm actually not hungry. I ate a really good shawarma, which I didn't even film because I just stuffed it in my face. So this is busy, let me go figure out where I'm gonna park tonight. So New Jersey, you let me sleep in my car, but you won't let me sleep here. Okay, all right. They're covering that land yacht. Okay, let's go see what it says. Service area parking, 2-hour limit maximum, no idling, parking line stalls only, no trespassing or loitering, lock car and remove. Now, trucks, buses, and RVs, I think, go over on the other side. So let me figure out, because that person was going to run me over. Let me figure out where I can park tonight. Might be able to just park with the trucks. There's another van lifer. There's another Prudence. Oh my God, one of her cousins. Okay. Yeah, because I can just go and park in town somewhere, or park outside a park or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Find an apartment complex. Those are always good too, parking at an apartment complex. So in the meantime, let me go in here and get a hot drink from the Molly Pitcher rest area. Okay, so the guy working at Starbucks said that I can park in employee parking. He goes, no one will care. So I don't know. They're pretty strict around here. So I'm just gonna chill for a bit with my tea and my Frappuccino. It's like, I have like chai menopause. Anyway, yeah, let me just chill for a little bit and then I will go drive over to the employee parking and see maybe if I can park there. If not, I'll just go back into a town and just park maybe at a Walmart. Let me see if Walmart will let me. Okay, so so many people just like tailgating in the parking lot here. Like a whole family. There's like 12 people over there, a bunch of kids, and they're all just like got all their trunks open. I don't know what they're doing. Okay to have a tailgate party, but can't sleep overnight. So Cracker Barrel, we're back at a Cracker Barrel. The last time I was at a Cracker Barrel was in Decatur, Texas, which was a shithole. So I think it was, yeah, it was Decatur. It wasn't Denton. Denton was okay, but Decatur. And that was when I was finishing the Dallas area state parks. It's another little micro camper. Oh, it's a Ford Transit. So, okay, I am exhausted and I'm finishing off my tea and I'm gonna go drive to Cracker Barrel. So the good thing is at least I'm getting closer to Delaware. I'm gonna take the ferry from Cape May. So this guy that I was talking to when I was packing the van up in Staten Island, he was actually riding along the Hudson bike path with me on his e-bike. Like, just, he kept being in front and I was behind. We just happened to be in the same place, but he parked right in front of me, right in Staten Island by the ferry port. And so he was like, oh yeah, like when I parked and I saw your van and I thought, that's not a homeless person. I'm like, no, I have an apartment. But yeah, he's like, that's a really nice van. So we got to talking and he told me about Tunnels to, it was like Tunnels to Heroes. It's like the organization for the first responders from 9/11 to do activities to help their PTSD and stuff. So I'm gonna start looking into kind of the New York, I told him, I said, like, when this project is done, my next project will be to really kind of honing in on all of the like organizations that are there to like help veterans and people with PTSD and disabled travelers and disabled adventurers, and connect those with companies that can provide equipment and resources and you know, maybe financial help so they can, you know, people can do activities, because it is a lot of times a barrier to entry is the cost, especially if you want to go skiing, if you're blind or something, or, you know, you want to do something that generally is out of your price range because the cost of your medical care is so like outrageously expensive. So that'll be my next project when I'm done with the country and I'm done with all the national parks and I'm, you know, heading back through Texas to clean the van out and restart again. That's what I'm going to do. So I got to update my website with all of my Texas State Park recommendations, and then I'll do each of the national parks and stuff like that. So that's going to be a big project to do all the content management. But anyway, so in the meantime, I'm going to go to Cracker Barrel and I'm going to go to bed. So it's about 20 minutes from here, and I'm just making my way down to the tip of New Jersey, and then hopefully I got to look into when the ferry is and how much the ferry is. And you know, gas is cheap, so that's good. So I'm going to fill up here and then head down to Cracker Barrel. But yeah, it's good. What a fun day it was in New York. But this will be, I think this is the next episode. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to Delaware. Like, what the hell do you do in Delaware? There's one hike. Actually, it's a mountain biking. So I'll be biking tomorrow. And I think that's it. I think I'm going to go to Planet Fitness, go to Starbucks, and tomorrow is Monday. So I fly out on Thursday. So yeah, can't believe I was just in Rhode Island a couple days ago. I mean, this has been a really fun leg of the trip. Like, I've enjoyed this, you know, the New England bit, like the whole like Vermont, New Hampshire is all right, but this like New York and Pennsylvania and New Jersey, it's actually been really fun. I mean today I mountain biked through New York City, like 25 miles of mountain biking in the city, and it was pretty epic. So okay, so I'm gonna go to Cracker Barrel and I will see you in the morning. Okay, so I can't pump my own gas here. I gotta have this guy do it. So, all right. Oh, it's cleaning my windows too. Thank you. Look at that. Full service. All right, Cracker Barrel, Old Country Store, park on the left. You've saved my life. So actually, maybe Delaware, I can park at Cracker Barrels and Walmarts. I just can't sleep at rest areas for some reason. Or I think they do let you sleep in your car. They just don't let you stay at the rest areas. But I can see, I mean, that rest area that I was on the turnpike, I mean, it's like, yeah, I guess like it's super busy. So they just don't want people camping out because those people are having a tailgate party across from me. But I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning as we go into another state. We're almost done with the country. I've got, after Delaware, I think that's it. Yeah, because I've been to Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia, but I haven't stayed in those states. I've been to them and I've done stuff, including buying a vehicle. Yeah, I think Delaware is the last one. Oh, DC, Washington, DC. So Delaware and Washington, DC. And then I've officially been to every state in the lower 48 and a Cracker Barrel. All right, I have a few neighbors. I do not understand these gigantic motorhomes when like your other passenger has to get out and like help you park. That's just like 60 feet. That's crazy. So anyway, so this camper van's there. Hopefully they're gonna park over there. Nobody's parked around me right now. I'm all the way down here. That's McDonald's over there. So I think hopefully, because I don't want them running their generator all night. If I have to move to the other side of the parking lot, that's fine. But yeah, so I don't know. Should be fine. I will go to bed until these guys wake me up, and then I'll move my van. That's usually what happens. This is fine though. I'm actually glad I'm not at the rest area. I'm at the supermarket, and I don't know why anybody would tile a supermarket. I'm literally rearranging my spine. Pushing this thing is like shaking all over. This is crazy. Good morning from New Jersey. Anyway, okay, so I think Delaware might be my actual last state that I have to visit. And then there's Washington, D.C. I have to check the map, but I think this might be the last state that I have not been to in the van, which is crazy. I've done it. Did the whole country, the lower 48. So now I'm heading to, actually a bit change of plans. So I got recommended, it was recommended to me, to take the ferry from Cape May. It's $45, so it's $37 for the van, which is less than 18 feet, with a bike rack. They actually ask you if there's a bike rack. And then it's $10 for military, no, $8 for military, I think. So it's like $45 total to take the ferry, an hour and a half with my van on it, over to Delaware. So I was like, well, what the fuck do you do in Delaware? Like, and so the only hike that I could find is the one that this other guy yesterday had recommended. I was like, oh, that's the one, that's the state park. So there's only really one thing to do outdoors in Delaware. But you can take a ferry, so it's redeeming itself. And apparently the park that I'm going to is where President Biden fell off his bike or something. So it's where the president will like ride his bike around. I used to see Arnold Schwarzenegger riding his bike in Venice Beach. That was a lot, like when I lived in California and he was governor. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. And then eventually I need to get an oil change. So I think I'll be done pretty early today, and then I'm heading into Maryland, I think. Then I have some things to do in Maryland that are really nice. But I went to Maryland when I got the van, although I technically didn't do anything. I literally just paid somebody a bunch of money and drove home with the van. So I can't really count Maryland, and I can't really count Virginia, because those were more like housekeeping things. So, but in terms of actually physically having the van, I think Delaware is the last state. So, they say like save the best for last, like, save like North Dakota. I was like, no, save Delaware. There is less to do in Delaware than there is to do in North Dakota. At least North Dakota is Custer State Park, which I didn't get a chance to go to, and I want to go back and do that. Because there's a tunnel that's terrifying that you drive through that you just barely fit. So I keep seeing all these high roof sprinters going through. I'm like, oh, I'll make it then, because my van isn't as tall as that. All right, so I have a 2-hour drive. I'll get there about 10 o'clock. I have to check into the ferry an hour before, and we load 30 minutes before. So I don't know. I haven't been on a big ferry. This seems like it's a pretty big ferry. I've only been on the little ones along the coast of Texas. So this will be my first ferry outside of Texas. So pretty exciting. I had such a fun day in New York yesterday. I will definitely do that again, where I ride my bike. That was so fun. I'm so sore today though. I rode 25 miles. I had an amazing cheese pretzel and some shawarma, and I didn't film it because I just stuffed it in my face. But yeah, so let's go to Delaware and go through the whole, I've got to drive through the whole of New Jersey though. So I get to drive past Atlantic City, which I've been to before, all the way down to Cape May, and then take the ferry over to Luz. My parents are from here, from this whole area, from Woodbridge. So I'm near Woodbridge, East Brunswick, New Brunswick. So my dad's buried in East Brunswick, where I went to last night to go visit him, and we watched the sunset. It was nice. It was very emotional yesterday, going to 9/11 Memorial and also going to see my dad. I didn't realize I don't know if it's like my hormones or I'm actually legitimately like torn. I don't know. It's hard to tell when you're like in your middle age and you're like, what is happening? Like, what is the reason why I'm actually legitimately upset right now? No, it was very moving. Yeah, it's just, somber. Somber, I think, is a better explanation. So, I don't know, life would be different if I had decent parents, and I had one that was still alive. I don't know. I've been kind of on my own since I was like 16. So, but I've got other people's parents that have been fantastic, and other people that have been wonderful in my life. So, when you're kind of a travel orphan, you just kind of have to, create your travel family. And I think my travel family has been pretty darn amazing. right, I'm here, but this goes directly onto the ferry, so. I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was like to go right onto the ferry. I have a noon ticket.
I can switch it to the 10:30 if you want to go early. I just
sure.
need your photo ID for that last name.
That would be great, actually. Because I just kept following the signs, and I didn't know if there was like a waiting area or something.
No. We could actually put you on the lot if you wanted to wait for the 12, but
yeah,
if you're
because
here and you want to go early.
I didn't know. I didn't think I'd wake up that early, because I drove in from like North New Jersey.
Well,
so.
no, it's good when you make good time, you know.
Yeah, I have a heavy right foot, so.
All right, one person
Yes.
in the vehicle. All right.
Yeah. So I already paid, and then I'm military, so it should all be good. Are we able to get out of our vehicles on this one, or do we stay in our vehicles?
You can on the ferry, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I have you on the 10:30.
Perfect.
You're going one way, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna drive, continue south.
Okay, you're gonna go over to the left to lane 14.
Lane 14,
Just
okay.
stop for security. They're gonna check your ticket, have you open up the back of the car for a security check.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. I don't know even if I can get the back open at this point.
Anyway, you'll work that out with them.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Have a great day.
All right. Not want to open the back of my van. I'm gonna have to undo the bikes and everything. They can come in through the side door. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Is your back door open or side door, whichever you have?
Side door, back door. I'm gonna have to undo the bikes
Well,
and like
then we'll do the side door.
Fort Knox back there. So that's fine. I can open the side door.
Yeah. do the
Okay.
Side door.
All right. Thank you. Okay, let's open the side door. Let's undo everything. No! Oh! Oh my God! Scared the crap out of me. I like literally almost break my door. Can I go yet or no?
He'll let you know. Do you
Okay.
have built-in propane on
No,
the
I have nothing. I don't cook.
That's good.
Sorry, it just scared me because that door's been stuck before. Those slick locks are pretty durable. So.
I never seen him.
Oh yeah, they bolt in. You don't even have to drill, but they're made for like each vehicle. But like, yeah, it's been stuck before, and I'm like, yeah, it just I know it's a pain to try to get it reopened.
Okay.
So I gotta wait behind all these cars now. Good, they got me on the 10:30. Apart from the guy that he just like pulled my door handle. He's like, "Let me open your door." I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like the slick lock got stuck. So anyway, okay. So I think I'm lost on the boat. Can I go? Okay,
Nice
thank
and
you.
easy. Have a good day.
All right,
You don't have
thanks.
propane, do you?
No, I don't cook.
Are you sure?
Yeah, nothing. I need a big ass sign that just says, "I don't cook," dude. Sorry, oh my God, like, I've had shit broken by people that are like, "Oh, let me just like jump in your van," and like, I'm like, get out of my fucking van. I built this. It's not that like safe. I'm just kidding. Oh, I don't get a view. Literally, okay, so I'm going in the middle here. We've got some bikes. I'm next to a Cruise America. And we're going all the way up. Okay. Oh my God, they're really aggressive here. They're just like, rah! And this guy just like moved my window. He's like, "Can I break this too?" So, anyway, I didn't expect. Let me I think I can turn my van off. Oh my God. That freaked me out because I heard the crunch and I was like, he just got my door stuck. I'll show you. Let me unplug my fridge. I will show you another time what it looks like when you break my door. So what it is that like the slick lock just bolts in. I think I can get out of here, by the way. And so the slick lock just bolts in, and then what happens is it has this big like thing. Like I'll show you, but it has a big thing around it, and has a rubber like cover for weather cover. So when you pull the door gets wedged into the weather cover. And of course, you can't even open the door anyway, but it opens it like 1/8 of an inch to the point where you can't even undo. You can't turn the knob to like unlock it because it's like stuck in the rubber. Anyway, whatever. What a morning. Oh, let me just break your fucking van. Okay, at least I'm on the earlier one, which means I can do my bike ride earlier. This takes 1.5 hours. I'll get there by noon instead of 2, which is perfect. That means I can get oil change and go to Planet Fitness. So I'm gonna go pee in the back of my van and go take a nap. So it is nice that I can just like hang out in my van and just like take a nap back here. So eat my banana. Have a dance party. That's right. I live in a van. So, anyway, I want to get out and walk around. My hair looks on point though, even though I haven't showered in a couple days. But, all right. I'm like 1,000 bottles of Gatorade, and I'm leaving in 3 days to go fly back home. All right. There's a Cruise America next to me. These things are like, literally, they're so wide. They're like 10 feet wide. People that drive them, they rent them and they can't drive. Number of times I've seen people get stuck. There's a massive motorhome ahead of me. Another massive motorhome, must be like 14 feet high. And then little Prudence, so. All right, that's what I was talking about, the Cruise America. Okay, there's some bicycles, someone's underwear. Okay, yeah, this is what he did. So when you pull this handle, it gets wedged in right here, and then you can't even turn the slick lock to get it to like where you need to unlock it right here. So that's what he did, and I was like, dude, and I like jumped out. I was like, no. I mean, I was pretty mad because I've had this door stuck before, and this door has problems. But that said, I am going to go for a walk right now. So the van is closed. We are moving, and I'm gonna go up. All right, so I'm gonna walk to the back here. Looks like most people bailed. Okay, so I go up to the second floor. This is great. Oh my God, why can't I be out here? I wanna be at the end. There's Prue, and then we're gonna go upstairs. So he told me the galley, the head, and the bar. And I was like, the 3 important things. Oh, that's cool. Okay, this is fantastic. I had no idea this ferry was running until that guy told me yesterday. Jim was the guy that I talked to. Oh, this is beautiful. Goodbye, New Jersey. Okay, so we're on the deck. Let's go find the food. And there's the bar. It's like the great New Jersey escape. It's like, I literally want to get the hell out of this state. No, I'm just kidding. This is great. And this is Cape Bay, the southern point of New Jersey. And look at that water, how dirty it is. That's like Atlantic City. So I'm not sure how to go down. Let me see. All right, so yeah, it would have been a 3-hour drive if I was driving my van this morning, but this is much better. All right, so it still tells me that I'm in New Jersey, so it's like, just rub it in your face. Okay, let's go in here. Grab the handle, not the edge. Oh my God, this door is heavy. Jesus. Okay, we got some seats. These are nice. We got some tourist info, toilets, restaurant. Oh, this is good. Oh, they got lots of things in here. Pretzels. And they've got souvenirs and t-shirts, dolphins. This is nice. All right, I'm gonna walk back up to the front. These seats look really nice though. Yeah, you just leave your car and come up here. Or people that just, you know, they I guess you don't have to necessarily drive your car. I don't know how many people are just pedestrian passengers. It's not like we're going into another country. You can take your vehicle with you. You can also do a return trip. I'm doing one way, so that's $45. This is worth it though. It's a long trip though. It's an hour and a half. So now I'm back down here, and I'm gonna go back and find my van. Oh, I came in the same way. Okay, let me go out the other way. Go take a look there. Ooh, it's swaying down here. A bit of a tight squeeze, and this is the front. I'm actually glad I'm not all the way in the front because my parking brake doesn't necessarily work. This is fantastic. There we go. That's where I was standing. All right, let me go relax. I'm gonna go work on my video. Okay, we are here and we're all about to get off. That was a bit of a rocky ride, but it was fine. I had some crackers and cream cheese, so settled my stomach. I don't get motion sickness, but I could feel like the boat rock and the van rock the other direction. It was kind of a weird sensation. Anyway, so I've got about a 33-minute drive to the trailhead, and so that should be slow and going. And yeah, so I'm just gonna, I think, ride my bike I think it's like 6 miles or something. Let me double check what the trail is. It is, let's see, okay. Saved, USA trip. It is the Cape Hanalope, Mount Riga, Ragged Mountain, Boston Common. Where the hell is it? It's up here somewhere. USA trip. Yeah, so it's this one. It's the Gordon's Pond, 6.4 miles, and it is out and back. So yeah, so that's the bike trail. There's other trails too, but I think that's the one I'm gonna do, and then I'm just gonna head toward Maryland. So yeah, just quick, short and sweet, half a day in Delaware. Oh, there's a sign for Delaware too. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna be able to take a picture because there's 1,000 million cars on this boat. So, I'm really severely lacking on the East Coast pictures of signs, but I went to them. I went to all the states, and this is my last state, except DC, but DC is like not really a state, right? I mean, so anyway, but DC will be, I think, Wednesday. Today is Monday. So tomorrow will be Maryland, and Wednesday will be DC, and then I fly out of Baltimore. So I got to coordinate parking again, put my bike inside, now that the guy didn't break my fucking door. I was so mad. I was like, oh shit, ah! I'm like yelling at him. So he's like, what? I was like, I tried to open it. I said, what part of like, can't you see you cannot open it, dude? Break my door. Okay, I'm at Cape Hanalope, and I'm gonna do the hike, or maybe ride my bike, so let's see. Hi, I've never been here before, but there's a trail that I'd like to do.
Okay, so it's $10 for the day. That's going to get you in and out all day long to all the state parks.
Is there anything for veterans?
No.
No, okay. Even though, isn't the president from here? I was like, wait a minute.
All right, you can hang
Okay.
that on the back of your mirror. And then back in the left-hand corner
Okay,
is where the trail is. It's called Gordon's Pond Trail.
Yeah, that's the
It's
one.
3.2 miles up, and then you come back. 3.2.
okay. And I can ride a bike on it, or?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thanks. Like, nothing for veterans. I'm like, dude, isn't Biden like lives here? He's from Scranton, Pennsylvania, but he lives in Delaware because this is where he falls off his bike. So, all right, I'm gonna go down here, trailhead, Gordon's Pond. So yeah, so either I'll hike. I don't know what I'll do. Should I get my bike out? I rode 25 miles yesterday in New York City. I think I'll hike. I think I shall hike. So let me go park over here. Okay, this is nice. It's like a sandy beach. So, okay, there's lots of, maybe biking. Maybe I'll bike. Okay, I'm at Gordon's Pond. It's really nice. It reminds me a lot of like the Galveston and the like coastal parks. Just a lot of like rough sand and like marshy reeds and things. I had to do some housekeeping because my flight is going through Orlando and they're getting a hurricane this week. So it's Baltimore to Houston, but it goes through Orlando, and there are direct flights because that's the flight I took from Houston to Baltimore, which going back on Monday is going to be a direct flight. So I managed to change it actually 6 hours earlier to get in at 2:45 p.m. instead of at midnight in the morning. So it's good. So I leave on Thursday at 12:25 p.m. from Baltimore straight through to Houston. It's only a 3-hour flight, so it should be pretty good. So I'm not too worried now. But thankfully the Spirit app, you know, most people knock Spirit, but their app is like incredible. Like I can just literally just change my flight. I always get travel insurance. It's usually about $17 extra. I always pay for a seat. So my flight ends up being about $50 more, and I fly every 2 weeks. And then I have another flight 2 weeks from now. So I got to figure out where I'm flying out of. And then I'm supposed to head down to Florida. So I'll have 3 weeks between the next time I have to be home. So I'm thinking of, I don't know what I got to do. I got Shenandoah and New River Gorge, and then I go into like, I mean, I've done everything in Colorado, which I'm not going that far west. Done everything I could do in Kentucky, but I might go back to St. Louis. I got to do something in Missouri. I got to stay again, and I got to stay in the van overnight there for that to count. So even though this is the last state that I've been to in my van in the lower 48, it's also there's like Florida and Missouri where I haven't actually stayed in the van. So gonna take my time to get down to Florida and then fly home from Orlando. But now hopefully in 2 weeks time when I start heading south, the hurricane will be finished. So okay, Well, good. I feel relieved now. So I'm actually going to be leaving on time on Thursday because I see Harriet this weekend and I need to get home. I cannot not get home. So, all right, let's do this hike. I've already wasted enough time. I look stupid, by the way, because I'm not riding my bike. I should, but I don't feel like getting it all off the back, and it may start raining. So, yeah, I'm going to get some fish and chips. I'm actually super tired now. I should have slept on the boat, but instead I was just like eating my snacks because I was feeling a little under the, like nauseous, kind of, not really, but anyway. Okay, so let's go do this hike. It's 6 miles, so it shouldn't take me very long. Okay, so you're not supposed to have motorized vehicles. E-bikes are motorized unless it's an accessibility vehicle, but that guy was going like 20 miles an hour. Okay, motorized vehicles and ATVs prohibited. Waterfront food and drinks, 5.2 miles. Well, I'm not going that far. See, that's why you would ride your bike. Waterfront. Oh shit, should I get my bike? Because I look stupid right now. Like I'm just like, I don't even look like I'm a, avid hiker. I just look like I threw a bunch of clothes together. Let me look at the map here. Gordon's Pond Trail. So this is the map. You can see it. All right, let me figure this out. Yeah. Well, that's a hardtail. I was just going to say, he's going very fast. Going down to the waterfront. No, I'll go down to the waterfront in my van. I'm not taking the ferry back, but it's super busy out in town right now. It took me like 30 minutes to go 9 miles, so I'm just going to hike. Although this pathway, I think it's just a path, isn't it? Going around Gordon's Pond. Yeah, I don't know. 6.4 miles will take me 30 minutes to ride. It'll take me 2 hours. Okay. Shit. Let me go get my bike. Fuck. Now the reason I'm going to ride my bike is because everybody has bikes and it's going to probably start raining soon. And I don't want to be out here for 2 hours. Shit, I don't want to do my bike. I'm being lazy. I can just get one of these pedal cabs. Where'd you get those from? That's what I need. Maybe they own it. All right, I'm gonna do my bike. I don't feel like going into town. It's gonna take forever, and they close at 5, and I don't want to have to. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's do this. And technically, in my defense, I would still be on the ferry right now and not arriving until 2:30 in the afternoon, and it is now 1:19. So this will take me less than an hour, and then I'm gonna get fish and chips, and I'm gonna go rest up because I am tired. And this guy almost fucking broke my. I was like, what are you doing? You're breaking it. Anyway, ferry was nice. I wish there was more of a view. Not really a lot to do on it except drink, which I don't do. But yeah, so that was good. That was really actually nice that I'm not driving 3 hours today. And it was only $45, which would be cheaper than a tank of gas. So highly recommend the ferry. I think next time I'll actually stay outside and enjoy the view, but I'm tired. Okay, bye Prue. Weather feels great. All right, let's do this. I may actually, now I'm on the bike, I may actually go all the way to the ferry port. That'll be 10.4 miles. It's only adding 4 extra miles. And I look less of a dork now, although I have my face covering, but for some reason my helmet looks like it's really high up on my head. All right, let's do this. And I'm wearing my Highland mountain bike park, which is fantastic, but Mountain Creek was so much better. Yeah, I'm glad I'm riding. This would have been extremely boring to walk 6 miles on this thing. Very windy though, but it feels good. We're in hurricane season. Anyway, super happy that I changed my flight. I have no idea. I don't mind like being delayed coming back to continue my trip, but getting into Houston, I have to be on time. I always book my ticket on a Thursday. They'll give me at least, 2 days to get back if there's delays. And it's a 21-hour drive, which I did 2.5 years ago when I bought the van. So I was like, I could just drive, but then that's like $500 in gas. So luckily I have travel insurance. Always get travel insurance. It's definitely worth it. Okay, so I'm here, so I think I can go all the way to the point. You can't access that though. I can go to Fort Miles Historic Area. That sounds interesting. The end of the trail is here, so I've only got a mile to go. That was quick. It only took me 14 minutes to go 2.5 miles. Park office, Gordon's Pond down here. So I think I'm gonna go up to the Seaside Nature Center. I don't have a lock, and there's the ferry over there. So I think I'm gonna keep going up. Yeah, I'll go up on the trails. Okay, that 3.5 miles, excuse me, swallowed a mosquito. There's no bugs out here. So it's, that took me 18 minutes to go 3.5 miles. It's now 2.7 miles to get to the campground, beach, and park exit. So let me go into town. Yeah, this is fun. All right. It's like Delaware. What? What is there to do here? It's cute. I mean, it's nothing to like really write home about, but if you go in every state, this is definitely something you can do to count it. So that's all that counts. So there's an observation tower. I guess you can go in. Oh yeah, you can go up to the top. I don't have a bike lock. Yeah, I'm not leaving my bike that cost me a large, significant number of dollars. Not leaving that out here. But anyway, I'll take a photo. Now I'm heading to the Fort Miles Museum, Battery 519. And this is it. And it's a big ass tank. This is cool. I don't know which fort or war this was for. I could probably look it up. But yeah, you can like play with your own personal battalion over here. It's really cool. Okay, this is a 90mm M2. Original was 90mm M1 and A1 mobile, M1 and M3 fixed. If you don't know, I was in the army. Yeah. Anyway, now I just ride bicycles around places like this. Yeah, so this was on defense against aircraft and torpedo boats. And I guess those are the extra cannons. That's pretty cool. My next van is going to be a tank. I saw this police car last night when I was in New Jersey. That was it looked like a little like Toyota Delica or something, like real little with a truck front, like super small. And I was like, I can totally make that into a tiny home. Anyway, my next tiny home will be a tank. I just got to figure out, get like an armored truck, like a Ryder truck or something, like one of those Brinks. That's it, Brinks money truck. Yeah, filled with money, please. All right, I'm at the end. There's the obligatory leaf blower. And that's the museum. I don't know if it's open. I don't know how to get in. But this is your typical East Coast, Northeast Coast beach. Looks very much like Atlantic City. It's just kind of very grassy and reedy, not very tropical. But I like this kind of one. I like the ones where I'm forced not to like lay on the beach, because I hate that. So anyway, so I guess you can go to the museum the other way. But I'm just going to keep going down to the loop around. I've been cycling for about, let's see, hang on, not even 30 minutes. So let me continue on the loop. People are coming up the other way and they're dry heaving because it's all like uphill. But this way is downhill. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm at the Nature Center. They have a bike barn, which is funny. That's what my Trek store in Houston used to be called, Bike Barn. There's a bike barn and there's a store. All right, so the toilets are also in there. The magnet's a little bit too big for my van. I don't want to dedicate that much real estate. Okay, I'm gonna ride back. All right, I'm back at Prudence, and the weather's the same as when I left. That took me an hour. That was great. Did 10 miles, just over 10 miles. All right, good evening. I am at the Delaware Welcome Center. So I'm going to see if we're able to park overnight. There's the gas station, and then down here it says parking. That would be fantastic. It is early, it is 7 o'clock, and it is quite light outside. So let me go over here, Starbucks. Oh, I can use the internet. There we go. All right, these are nice. So yeah, so there's truck parking right here. And over here, let me see, hopefully it doesn't say no overnight parking. Should be able to stay. Yeah, because the New Jersey one was like, no parking, and it was just like super loud, like big ass sign. Over here, Welcome Center, Starbucks is right there. Hopefully they have internet. That'll be great if I can just get on the internet today. I'm out of power though. It's been a cloudy, rainy day all day. But there's tons of parking. Okay, there's a sign. Let me go see what the sign says. Limit to 8 hours. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, hang on. Okay, this is a new one. Any unattended vehicle or trailer will be towed at owner's expense. Vehicle operator must remain on premises. Okay, I want to remain on the premises all night, dude. All right, let me go in the welcome center. This is the Biden Welcome Center. Everything here is like, I mean, in Scranton, Pennsylvania, where he was born, and then also here, everything is literally Joe Biden. All right, let's go park and go in, use restroom, and check this place out. Okay, Delaware Welcome Center. There's no sign that says you have a limit on how long you can stay. It just says don't leave your vehicle unattended. So, I mean, it means like, oh, that person's sleeping. It means just like don't leave your van here overnight and go somewhere else. All right. Well, thank you, Delaware. You've actually been quite nice today. Lovely bike ride. You have a great fish and chips, which I didn't film because I just stuffed in my face. And I talked to this principal of a local elementary school, and she was super nice. And she's like, yeah, I came here for a year 32 years ago. There's a van life van over there. And here is the sign for the Welcome to Delaware. Okay, I'm going to go in and check it out. Go see if I can get Wi-Fi on the Starbucks over there so I can just quickly download a video that I've been working on for something else. All right, they have massage chairs. They've got a little convenience store. They got sweatshirts. It's actually quite cold today right now. They have, oh, do I walk into things? They've got a cake ATM. They've got pamphlets, arcades, photo booth, Dunkin' Donuts, which actually has chai, which is quite funny. Pret a manger, but I haven't had that. That's like out of, where do they have that? They have that in California. It's kind of like a Costa coffee, or like a Marks and Spencer's, kind of like they've got cool little sandwiches and things. It's actually pretty good. I might get a chai. Cinnabon and Auntie Annie's, but I had the really good pretzels. And then they have like Carlo's Bakery, Cake ATM. That's quite funny. I've actually been to the original Carlo's Bakery, which was pretty good.